The last few weeks, we've been hearing from active money managers that the day of passive investing is over, particularly in regards to an investment time span of 10 years.
Well, I can tell you I haven't changed my will, and it directs that my widow would have 90% of the funds in index funds, and I think it's better advice than people are generally getting from people that are getting paid a lot to give other advice. You don't make a lot of money advising an S&P 500 index fund. How you can say the day of index funds is over? I mean, if you say the day of investing in America is over, I would disagree quite violently. If the index funds reflect the market, and one side has high fees that think they can pick out stocks, and the other side has low fees, I know which side's going to win over time. And you have to recognize that it's in a great many people's interest to convince you that they can do something that they may well even believe they can. And a certain percentage of them will do it from luck, and a few people will do it from skill. And that's what makes it so enticing, that you can find the Jim Simons or somebody that is going to produce extraordinary return. Jim and his group have done it by brain power, but it's very unusual, and incidentally, they are going to charge you a lot of money, and they're going to actually maybe close up their fund if they do it, because they can't do it with really huge amounts of money compared to how the record's been established in the past. So you just have to recognize you're dealing with an industry where it pays to be a great salesperson. The truth is that I recommend the S&P 500 to people, and I happen to believe that Berkshire is about as sound as any single investment can be in terms of earning reasonable returns over time. But I would not want to bet my life on whether we beat the S&P 500 over the next 10 years. I think I obviously think there's a reasonable chance of doing it, and we've had periods, I don't know how many out of the 50, 55 years we've been doing it. I think there is some chance of a few people that really do bring something to the game. But I think it's very, very hard for anybody to identify them. And I think that when they work with large funds, it gets tougher. And it's certainly gotten tougher for us with larger funds. And I would make no promise to anybody that we will do better than the S&P 500. But what I will promise them is that I've got 99% of my money in Berkshire, and most members of my family may not be quite that extreme, but they're close to it. And I do care about what happens to Berkshire over the long period, about as much as anybody could care about it.